And here's the kick. High end over end kick taken inside the 5. He stumbles a bit, now tries to regain his footing. And he'll bring it out across the 15 to about the 16-yard line. And Rome now going to put it in play. I'm sorry, you've got Etowah going to put it in play. Going to see if their offense can get something going here, trailing it 14-0 early. So Etowah going to come back on the field. The Eagles in the white tops, blue numerals. They've got the blue Eagle insignia on the side, just like the Philadelphia Eagles, except substitute the green for blue. All right, here we go. Etowah. Not much there on the run play. Trevor Condon. Not much, if anything. Actually going to lose a yard. 2nd and 11. So we've got Jack Strickland in there at quarterback. Strickland, the quarterback. He's in the gun. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off. First man through. That's Trevor Condon, who's going to be swallowed up right away. So going to be 3rd down and 12 needed for the first. Rome seems to be in complete control here early. John Reed, boy, he has come in here and built quite a program for this Rome Wolves football team. Back-to-back state championships soon after he took over. So 3rd down and long. Snap. Quick toss. Far side. Complete. Going to take it across the 20. Receiver stretches it out. Pass that time complete to number 21, Will Zazara, the junior wide receiver. But he's going to be brought down well short of the first down. So going to be 4th and long. Punt, going to hit off the side of the punter's foot, and it's going to bounce sideways out of bounds over here on the Rome sideline. And so we're going to see Etowah have to give it up, and we're going to see Rome go back on offense. Again, already leading it 14-0, and right now in complete control. All right, so they come out now. Rome already leading at 14-0. They're looking for more. Boy, Reese Fountain looks really good at quarterback. He's the back, and behind him at running back is Javarius McDermott. There's another big play for the Wolves. Touchdown. And they're making it look easy right now, are the Wolves. There's another touchdown to Nick Hester. But we've got a penalty flag. Check the call. So it'll be a penalty on Rome. So that'll negate the touchdown. So Rome called for an ineligible man downfield. They'll have to come back and replay first down. It'll be 1st and 15 for the Wolves, who lead at 14-0. We're here in the first quarter. Beautiful Barron Stadium. Etowah is going to show blitz, and they're going to jump off sides. So Etowah will give the 5 yards back. Etowah from Cherokee County. Again, under head coach Matt Kemper. In his 3rd season, he was at Roswell for 3 seasons. Quick throw, complete. Pass complete to number 3, DK Daniel. DK Daniel, as he is known as. So here's Rome now. They're going to put their foot on the pedal here and try to get another touchdown. We've got problems with the chain gang. The chain gang. The chain is broken. I think it reminds me of an old Fleetwood Mac song. All right, so here we go. Rome with the first down. Ball at the 22 of the Etowah Eagles. Fountain looks. Quick toss. Complete on a wide receiver screen. Going to take it to the 12. DK Daniel on the carry. I ain't got fixed yet. Quick snap, throw. Pass incomplete. It was intended for Daniel over here on this near side. It's a cold night here at Barron Stadium in Rome. High atop the stadium's south side. What a great place to watch a game. Handoff. Going to go to number 6, Javarius McDermott, the junior. Going to take it close to the 5. .6:26 to go in the first quarter. 14-0. Rome leads it. McDermott got the carry that time. Second down and goal to go after no gain. Ball at the 7. And what do we got? Going to be an offsides on Etowah. Etowah. The Eagles of Etowah. Second down now. You'll move it half the distance to the goal. Replay second down. So moving it to about the 3.5. Fountain in the gun by himself. Looks, quick toss. Complete, made it look easy. Touchdown, Rome. So right now, the Rome Wolves are putting on a clinic. And it's now 20-0. Ja'Cory Gardire will hold. And the kick is up, and it is good from Jacob Fisher, the senior place kicker. So that's going to increase your own lead now to 21-0. Give us a chance to tell you about our game sponsors, Baker Sports and Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. Baker Sports wants to welcome all football fanatics. Baker Sports says Friday Night Lights, nothing like it. Whether you're a player or a passionate fan, Baker's has got you covered. Remember to call Baker Sports at 904-388-8126 for all your sporting good needs. Georgia Farm Bureau, our other sponsor. To find an agent near you, go to their website, gfbinsurance.com, for all your insurance needs, including auto, home, life, renter's insurance, plus a whole lot more. So it's 21-0, Rome all over the visitors from Etowah. High, end over end kick, taking it to 3. Condon on the return. Nice return from Condon. And he'll give the Etowah Eagles fairly good field position here. Condon, just a sophomore. So here's Etowah starting 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. They trail at 21-0. So got to try to find something here. Snap. Looks. Just going to throw it long. Had a couple of Wolves back there. Batted it down. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Mason Mancini. Now, he's been their leading receiver this year. I don't know if he's going to have a chance to do anything tonight, but Etowah has a sack master in Joshua Harding. He come in at 12 sacks this year. Here's Etowah now, quarterback. Going to throw, complete up to the 36. It's a first down. That's the first down of the night for the Etowah Eagles. Pass was intended, or complete rather, to Malone Pasquera. So now you got Etowah with a new set of downs for the first time tonight. Quarterback going to roll. Nobody there. He's going to have to throw it away. Incomplete. Going to be second down now for the Etowah Eagles. Quarterback, Jack Strickland. He's listed as a running back, but having to take over for quarterbacking duties for head coach Matt Kemper. Quick toss. Incomplete. They're saying the receiver was out of bounds. Pass was intended, once again, for Mancini. Going to bring up third down now, and 10 needed for the first. Snap. Quarterback going to be sacked. It's a quarterback sack. Number 48. That was Trayvon Adams making the sack. So going to bring up a fourth down. So Etowah, after getting a first down, is going to have to punt it away. After getting the first down, they go 3 and out. Here's the punt. going to take an Etowah roll, and they'll go out of bounds at the 40. Now they'll spot it at the 41-yard line. So that's where Rome is going to put it in play. So it's going to be a first down and 10 for Rome, who right now are in complete control, up 21-0. 3:48 still to go in the first quarter. And here come the Wolves now back out on the field. Snap. Fountain looks. Now Fountain wants to run it, and he'll run out of bounds. Wanted to throw it here to the near side. Didn't have a man open. So he turned around, tried to run for it. He'll get about 3. So make it second down and 7 now. For the Wolves. Snap to Fountain. And we've got whistles stopping the play. Let's see what we're going to get. I think it's going to be against the Wolves. Going to be a false start called on Rome. So second down, and that'll make it second and 13. 2 receivers far side, 2 to the near side. Fountain looks. Going to throw it downfield. Got him in wide open. Going to be another touchdown for Rome. So right now, Rome all over Etowah. That touchdown goes to number 4, Nick Hester again. Here's the extra point attempt coming up. Kick is up. Kick is good. Jacob Fisher, the senior place kicker, puts it through. And right now, it's all Rome here in the first quarter. 28-0, Wolves lead it. I'll tell you about our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance. To find an agent near you, go to www.gfbinsurance.com for all your insurance needs, including auto, home, life, and a whole lot more. All right, so here we go. Kickoff going to be taken at the 5, 10, 15. Trying to get to the corner. A late flag's going to be thrown. Let's see what that's about. YouTube. So again, if you're hearing me, obviously you know that we are now on YouTube. We had some problems over on our Facebook feed. So guys, thank you so much for checking us out. And I'll tell you guys, chat with us, guys. Let me hear where you are checking out the game from. Let's have some fun, talk to each other. Let me know. My buddy Alan Clinton, I know he's always going to be commenting. Alan, a lot of football left to be played. So here's Etowah back on offense. So again, let me know where you guys are checking out the game from tonight. Pass batted down, incomplete. Scores coming in from around the state. We'll pass them along to you. By the way, if you guys get any scores, we'd love to hear from you. Pass over on that far side. Going to be complete, rather. It's going to be complete for a short game to the kind of car that 007 drove, Ashton Martin. Although this is Ashton, not Aston. Just having some fun tonight here at the old ballpark, as Skip Carey used to say. Third down. Etowah desperately needs a first down to keep this thing going. Going to throw it long and complete, but I think he's out of bounds. So a nice catch that time from Will Zazzara. But he's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. Guys, we apologize for our technical difficulties over on Facebook. But thank you so much, guys, for coming over here to YouTube and checking us out. So here's Etowah. Going to have to punt it away. It's blocked. The punt is blocked. The punter's laying in the end zone. I hope he's all right. Rome was all over the Etowah punter. And right now, it is raining down on Etowah. It's all Rome at this point. Jeff Warren is checking out the game. He says, "Go Wolves." So here's Rome, back in action now. And they're going to try to add to what is already a commanding lead. Brought down at the 4. That was Joseph Butts, a junior running back. Got the carry that time. Second down and 3. Rome. Touchdown, Wolves. So it's a touchdown for the Rome Wolves. Run play that time, nothing fancy. And now Fisher, who's already been busy, is going to try to punch it through for another score. Kick is up, and the kick is good. And right now, it's all Rome at this point, as they are going to stretch the lead now to 35-0. Still 1:35 left to go here in the first quarter. Guys, I want to remind you that Baker Sports and Pro Sports are going to be given a free set of shoulder pads to our player of the game, actually our players of the game. Now, why do I want to mention that to you guys. So it's such important, or easier for me to say. Why do I mention that to you guys? Because it is so important. Well, I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to ask y'all's help tonight in making the player of the game selection. That's right. Around the end of the third quarter, into the fourth quarter, I ask you guys to help me select the player of the game from each team. And whoever the player of the game is going to be receiving a free set of shoulder pads, compliments of our friends at Baker Sports and Pro Sports. So, again, that gives you guys a chance to make an impact tonight in this live stream of Etowah and Rome, coming to you tonight from Barron Stadium. So here come the Etowah Eagles. Still in the first quarter. It's been a long quarter. Almost 40 minutes still in the first quarter. All right, now we're ready to go. Handoff, right side, not much, if anything. No gain on the play, so second down and 10. Second down and 10, no gain on the play. The ball's still there at the 35-yard line. Quarterback for Etowah, number 8, Jack Strickland. 3 receivers here to the near side. Strickland going to take it, going to hand off to the running back, and he's going to be eaten up right away. The running back that time, number 28, Eddie Jimenez, got their carry, and nothing to it. So it's going to bring up now third down and long. And I think the clock is going to run out here in the first quarter, and it will. So we have reached the end of quarter number 1 here from Barron Stadium in Rome, where your score is Rome 35 and Etowah nothing, as we get ready to go to quarter number 2. Guys, we want to thank everybody for joining us all season long on our ITG Next Game of the Week. We have brought you top flight athletes all year long, including Eric Brantley, Julian Juju Lewis, Prentice Rogers, just to name a few of the top players that have appeared this year here on the ITG Next Game of the Week. Tonight, another couple of good ones in Reese Fountain, DK Daniel, Nick Hester. Rome's got a bunch of them. I want to thank our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance for sponsoring tonight's game and sponsoring our season-long package of the ITG Next Game of the Week. Big thanks to Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance as well as Baker Sports, sponsors of the 2023 ITG Next Game of the Week. All right, so here we go. Etowah to start the second quarter. Gonna launch it long. Incomplete. Had a man streaking across the middle. Incomplete. Nothing doing. Guys, if you can, share the link with other people. Let's try to get as many people watching the game. So if you will, share our link. We had to make an adjustment over to YouTube to bring you this game. All right, so here we go. A punting situation for Etowah. And it'll go out of bounds. And so Rome is going to take over, 1st and 10. And they'll have it near their own 30-yard line. Now they'll spot it at the 29. I'm Phil Jones, your play-by-play man tonight. We have enjoyed having you guys all season long for our game of the week as we get ready for the playoffs. We don't have plans to be broadcasting any playoff games, but we will be at games. We're getting sideline highlights, and that way you can enjoy some footage of the great playoff games and the great players that are going to be participating in those games all season long on ITG Next. Had a chance to go visit with John Reed today. We spent a good bit of time with Coach Reed over at Rome High School. And again, you guys will be able to watch the interview that I did with John Reed as he talked about the vision of what he wanted Rome football to be when he got here back in 2015. Short throw, complete. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 5 yards needed for the first. Got to get it to the 40, just shy of the 40. So we'll call it 3rd and 4.5 needed for the first. Fountain is the quarterback. 2 receivers to the far side. There's 2 here to the near side. Fountain going to look, going to throw. Complete, had a receiver open there in the middle of the field. Still on his feet, breaking tackles. Still on his feet, breaking tackles. Again, want to encourage you guys to share our post, or share our game, rather. Share the link, and let's see if we can get some more people watching. And if you're checking out the game, guys, let me hear from you. Tell me where you're checking out the game from, what you think. What do you think about the playoffs coming up? How about reclassification that we just had? Run play. Going to go for a 1st down and more. Jeff Warren wants to know, will y'all be doing any of Rome's playoff games? We don't have any plans to right now. Here's McDermott on another big carry, but wait a minute, we've got penalty flags down. And I'll tell you, Jeff, to try to give you some little bit of a leadway on your question, to be able to stream the playoff games, we have to pay a fee. It's a pretty substantial fee to do the games, and so sometimes cost becomes a factor, but becomes a whole different animal when we start talking about the playoffs. Lolo says rough, or Rome is tough. They might go all the way. Yeah, you know, they might. Well, they've got quite a team. Now, in 6A, you're going to have to get past Gainesville. I'm sorry. Yeah, in 6A, going to have to get past Gainesville, Thomas County Central. Great day. Who else? I mean, there's several teams in 6A. Not saying they can't do it, but there's some tough talent in 6A. Where are you guys checking out the game from? Are you guys in Rome? Are y'all spread out in other areas? Let me know where you're watching tonight's game from as we come to you live from Barron Stadium. Quick toss, complete. second down, run play, stretching it out. We got a late flag that's going to be thrown. Ball carrier brought down for no gain, but watch the call, and it's going to go against Rome. Lolo to Glocks is watching from Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta for 10 years. Yes, it was. I loved it. Absolutely loved every minute of it. I'm an Atlanta kind of guy. So the penalty flag going to go against Rome. So right now, what has been an absolute error-free juggernaut of an offensive unit is now starting to bog down a little bit. But no worries if you're a Rome fan, as they have got a comfortable 35-0 lead. Now we've got whistles. Etowah wants to take a timeout. Lola says if Rome works on the discipline, I think they got it. Yeah, that's what it all comes down to. Now, here's the thing. You can't make these crazy penalties. You got a big lead. You're starting to relax a little bit, and that's what good teams need to avoid. If you are watching tonight's game, let me know where you're watching from. Again, let me hear from you guys. Talk to me. What do you think about the state playoffs that'll be coming up starting next week? Who's going to be your favorite? Rome is certainly going to be one of the favorites in 6A. Of course, you got Buford, I guess, and Mill Creek. Got several teams in 7A. Sprayberry and Polk is 14-14. Now, the winner of that game plays Rome next week. So, coming out of the timeout by Etowah, it's going to be Rome with a second down and long. Reese Fountain, over 6,000 career passing yards. He's a good one. Two receivers to the far side for the Wolves. There's two here to the near side. Taking a long time to get this play off. Fountain takes the snap. Looks. Going to throw it to the end zone. That's a great play back there by the defensive back for Etowah. Ethan Wildner went up and batted it away. So it's going to bring up third down and 14 now. Let's see if Etowah can come up with a defensive stop here. 9:47 to go in the first half. Rome comfortably in front, 35-0. Trying to tack on another one, but Etowah wants to turn them away. Let's see what happens. Fountain now going to look over at the offensive sideline. He'll get the play. They're going to change the play. Snap. Fountain looks. Got a man open. Caught at the 10. Going to take it down to inside the 5. So a great call there by the Rome sideline. And it's going to be a first down. First and goal to go for the Rome Wolves. Two receivers, far side. Going to hand off. They're going to run into a host of white shirts. Number 6 gets it for the Wolves. That's Javarius McDermott, the junior. He's going to be turned away. Again, I'm going to ask for your help coming up in the third quarter. Baker Sports always gives a free pair of shoulder pads. They've done that all year long with us, giving a free pair of shoulder pads to the players of the game from each team. So I'll ask you guys to help me with that. Touchdown, Wolves. Number 6. Javarius McDermott. He's been a busy man tonight. And he's going to get another touchdown there. And that's going to make it 41-0. Could be 42-0 with the point after attempt coming up. Right now, the Wolves look hungry. And the Wolves are eating. Yet another extra point attempt coming up. Kick is good. It's 42-0 now. Lola says if Rome works on that discipline, I think they got it. And right now, they're looking pretty good, aren't they? I want to tell you about our friends at Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance, one of our two sponsors of tonight's game. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance has got all of your insurance needs and great quotes on quality insurance, including auto insurance, home insurance. If you're looking for life insurance, health insurance, renter's insurance, they got it all. Go to their website to find an agent near you. www.gfbinsurance.com. That's www.gfbinsurance.com for all your insurance needs and to find an agent near you. Here's the kick. High kick, taking it to 6. Nothing doing. Host of Wolves down there to bring him down. So right now, Coach John Reed looks to have his Rome Wolves in pretty good shape in this one. John Reed came in here and took over in 2015. This program had struggled and was trying to find its footing. He comes in and leads them to back-to-back state championships. And in that whole process, Coach Reed went to work and went to helping design, or actually he did design, a huge indoor facility, multi-purpose facility. And I say multi-purpose because it serves not only athletics, but you've got offices for an auto shop. Do you know that Rome High School has a walk-in clinic, guys? If you can believe that. Believe it, because I saw it. It's staffed by a full-time nurse. You go in. If you got something ailing you, they'll take a look at you. You can go in just like you're going into any doctor's office or any other urgent care. It's an urgent care center. They're at Rome High School. All those things, the brainchild of John Reed. So a lot more than just a great football coach. He's a visionary for sure. Pass incomplete. Pass was intended for Ashton Martin. Remember to share the link, guys. Get some other folks watching the game here on our YouTube channel. Third down. Let's see if Etowah can get a first down here. Heavy rush. Pass complete. What a catch. And that's going to be enough for the Etowah first down. How about that? So move the chains. It's an Etowah first down. A cold night here in Rome. We're at Barron Stadium. I used to pass this stadium every day going to work and going home, and never thought that I'd be here calling a game one day, but here we are. Never know what life's going to bring you. So a new set of downs for the Eagles. Throw complete. There's Etowah now. Near another first down. And the Eagles showing signs of life. Let's see if Etowah can take this thing down and get a touchdown. 6:43 to go in the half. It was marked for a first down, so move the chains. Back-to-back first downs, first time tonight. That's happened for Etowah. Etowah up to the line now. I like their uniforms. I like that all white with the blue. Etowah got a little bit of something going here. Pass that time complete to Ashton Martin again. So right now, Strickland got a little something going, a little bit of momentum going. Strickland with one sock missing. And the other leg is completely covered. Now Strickland says, hey, I need the call. I need the play here. Come on. Play clock down to 10, 9. They'll have plenty of time to get it off. Strickland looks. Strickland going to be chased out of the pocket. He's going to run for it. And he'll be chased out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So he's able to get it back to the 36. So no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third down. Third and 6. Me, Mr. PA announcer said it at their own 36. Big new scoreboard here at Barron Stadium. Boy, it's nice. 5:22 it says. And a 42-0 game. All Wolves tonight. Play clock under 10. They're going to have to take a timeout here, is Etowah. 4, 3, 2, 1. They're not going to get it off. Or I guess they do. Gave it to them on that one. They were just able to get it off. Didn't think they had a chance to get it off. Now, in the process, they had to rush the play. And that's what happens when you let it run down on you. You can't really get the kind of throw and the play and execution you want. So, what was a promising Etowah drive is going to go for naught. So, going to be another punting situation for the Etowah Eagles. Etowah. Punt. Nice punt. Taking it to 35. Running sideways. 40. 45. 50. Got to be driven back. So Rome is going to put it in play up near midfield. We'll check and see where the spot is. Halftime entertainment coming up. Penalty flag on the play. Let's check the call. Guys, coming up at halftime, we'll let you enjoy the halftime entertainment. Not the marching bands. Penalty's going to be on Rome if you want to. And that's going to pit the ball now. We'll see where they're going to place it. Going to spot it over on the far hash and all the way back. Rome, that's a heavy penalty. That's about a 30-yard penalty on the Wolves after you consider where they would have had it. So now they'll take over at their own 26, but Rome comfortably in front. Quarterback now, we got a new quarterback for Rome. Quarterback for the Wolves is Moss Tant. Moss Tant, the new quarterback. All right, guys, I want to hear from y'all. Where you watching the game from? What do you think about the game? Who's your favorite team? Are you a Rome a fan, alumni? What year did you graduate? Tant throws complete. That was D.K. Daniel on the catch. Here's Rome now, going with a little tempo. Handoff right up the middle. Taking it across midfield to Etowah territory. Here's Rome now going to go with some tempo here. They're up comfortably 42-0. Still 3:48 to go in the half. Running play. Going to be upended. That was Chance Arthur on the carry. Here's now Etowah on defense trying to get set. Another run play, another big gain for the Wolves. Right now, Rome is just running it at will. That time, little trickery there. Moss Tant faked it to Chance Arthur, and he kept it around the left side. Run play, not much, if anything. It's the Rome Wolves and the Etowah Eagles. ITG next game of the week, our finale tonight, coming to you from Rome. Here's first and goal to go from the 7. Taking it to the 1. And Rome will go second and goal. Oh, now they're going to spot him back at the 3. Touchdown Wolves. They made it look easy. Moss Tant on the carry around the right side. He faked it on the RPO, and it's another Rome touchdown. So the Wolves get on the board once again, and they increase their lead now to 48-0. Here's the point after attempt. Number 17 on the hold, that's Corey Gardar. And kicking it through good is Jacob Fisher. They've been quite the combination tonight for the Rome Wolves, who right now are comfortably in front. All Rome at this point. 49-0. Kick taken at the 10. And gonna trip him up at about the 13. Scores coming in. We got Bainbridge over Cairo, 14-6. Buford, 49-0 at the half. Central, Thomas County Central, 24, Northside of Warner Robins 3. Bainbridge 14, Cairo 6. Scores coming in from around the state. So here's Etowah, going to try to get something going. 1:55 to go in the first half. Etowah is trailing at 49-0. And we've got whistles. I'm still going to take my break. penalty on Etowah and what is already a rough night for the Eagles. It's a little worse. Crossing route, incomplete. State playoffs begin next week. First round of the GHSA state playoffs. Man, I got to tell you, if the playoffs are going to be anything like what we have seen in this regular season so far, it could be a doozy. Sacked. In on the sack that time for the Wolves, Gadesian Kennebrew. (43-41), 40 seconds. It's third down. I'm sure Etowah would love to let this clock run out. If I'm Coach Matt Kemper, that's exactly what I would say. Hey, let this clock run out. Don't run another play if we can. I mean, you got to try to get to the locker room. 20 seconds left. So you got about 10 seconds difference in the play clock and the game clock. And they're going to let it run. Now they'll call a timeout with 1 second on the play clock so they don't take a delay. And so that's going to be their second timeout of this first half. They'll have one left. No real need to take it. 8 seconds to go in the first half. 49-0. We'll let you enjoy the video of halftime while yours truly takes a break. So basically, a few ticks of the clock left. Etowah is going to have to punt it away. 8 seconds left. It's 4th and 20. Etowah on their own 3-yard line. So now let's see if Rome tries to come after this one. Etowah has a very unique setup on the punt. They put 2 people back. Here's the punt. High spinning kick. And it's going to be taken at the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10. He's going to score. And there's another touchdown before the end of the half, and it's all Rome at this point. The wheels have come off for Etowah. So Rome will score, and they'll kick an untimed extra point to go to the locker room. $55-0, and the extra point coming up to make it 56. So you can bet in the second half we're going to see all of the reserves, guys that normally never get their uniform dirty on Friday nights, are going to have a chance to play in this second half. As the extra point is up, and the extra point is good, and now you got the holder and the kicker sprinting to the locker room together. We have come to the end of the first half. Obviously, it's been all Rome in a 56-0 lead here at the half. Don't forget, third quarter, end of the third, we'll ask you guys to help us, and it will be a running clock in the third quarter, which means things will go by pretty swiftly. So we're going to ask you guys to help us choose the player of the game. So be thinking about that. Player of the game for both teams will be receiving a free pair of shoulder pads from our friends at Baker Sports. Alan Clinton says, Lord have mercy. Rome 8-1, trying to close out a great 2023 season, finishing at 9-1. And it looks like they are on their way. So we've come to the end of the first half. All Rome 56-0. Going to turn it over now to halftime, let you enjoy the video. Anyway, you can look at the band while yours truly takes a break. I'll come back with the start of the third quarter in just a little bit. All right, welcome back, everyone. We are ready to begin the second half with Rome comfortably in front here at the halftime as we have the second half kick. If you missed the first half, you missed a lot of Rome touchdowns. It's 56-0 as we're going to be in a running clock here in the third quarter. Well, really the second half. So it means the clock will continue to run regardless of incomplete passes, or the only time it will stop is for injury. So here we go. Get ready for a speedy second half. Jeff Warren wants to know who will get home field advantage in 6A. Well, Jeff, all the teams that finish first or second in their region will be at home next week for the playoffs. All right, here's a play from Etowah. Going to take it up to the 32-yard line. That's going to be a new set of downs. So Etowah comes out with a nice gain on the first play of the second half. First and 10, Etowah from their 31. They trail it by a lot. Throw complete. Gain of about 3 or 4. So, Jeff Warren, I hope I was able to answer your question there. Do we still have our audio temporarily muted for copyright reasons? Sure. Second down, Etowah. Strickland's pass, complete, far side. Going to be a short gain, maybe a yard. Going to bring up a third down now. So they'll give him 2 instead of a yard. It'll make it third down and 5. 3rd and 5 now for Etowah. The Eagles from Etowah High School in Cherokee County. Going to run it right up the middle. Going to take it for about 3 yards. Going to be short of the first down by about 3 yards. So let's see what Etowah decides to do. They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it looks like. Etowah is going to keep their offense on the field and going to go for it. So here's Etowah going to keep their offense on the field. 4th and 3. 4th and 3. 3 receivers. Here to the near side. They're going to throw it out there. Complete wide receiver screen. He'll dive for the first down. Let's see if he's going to be there. I think he's going to be short. I think they're going to mark him short. Going to be about 6 inches short from my vantage point. Let's see. Let's see. They may. So Rome will take over. 1st and 10 at the Etowah 40. So Etowah went for it. You got to give Matt Kemper credit trying to make something happen. But he's going to come up about 6 inches short. So Rome goes back on offense now. They'll take over. 1st and 10. Throws complete. Receiver fell down or he would have had a touchdown. That was number 7, Dyson Freeman on the catch. Running play. And he's trying to get to the end zone. They'll knock him out of bounds. So Rome trying to tack on another one. That tackle, or that run that time, from Joseph Butts. Here's Rome now, 1st and goal to go inside the 10. They'll run it right up the middle, taking it close to the goal line. Going to knock him down at about the 2 or the 3, depending on the spot. So as I mentioned earlier, the only time that the clock would stop is if we had an injury, and we do have an injury on the field. We have an Etowah player that is down. It's number 45 for the Eagles. That's Carter DeWitt. He's a defensive lineman, just a junior, and he's going to be up and off under his own power, and that's good news, like he got his bell rung. Asking him if he knows where he's at. Always got to ask those important questions. So he's able to come off the field. That'll restart the clock. And there's the white hat, giving the indication to start it up, boys. And here we go. 3rd quarter, we're just underway. We're in a running clock situation. 6 minutes, under 6 minutes to go. That means the clock will run and will only be stopped if there's an injury. Here we go now. Rome going to try to punch it in and put another one on the board. And, boy, give Etowah's defense credit. They're not laying down. That's great effort when you're trailing by a bunch, which they are. 56-0 the score. Rome is trying to go over 60 here. 3rd down and goal. And Etowah is going to jump off sides, I think, unless they were brought across. It's going to be encroachment. Move it half the distance to the goal. So now they're going to be a little bit shorter. That's not what you want if you're Etowah. Etowah on defense. Snap. Butts the carry. Nope. It's actually going to be fumbled. But Moss Tant is able to fall on it. So it's going to be 4th and goal. And let's see what Rome decides to do here. They're going to go for it. They're already going to leave the offense on the field, and they're going to go for it. So 4th and goal to go from the 5. And now what do we got? Now John Reed is going to call for the field goal unit. The hold will come at the 12. It'll be a 22-yard field goal attempt. 22-yard field goal attempt coming up. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up. Just inside the right upright, and it's good. So I'm showing number 80 kicked it through. And that's Jason Cruz Reyes, the sophomore kicker, getting a chance to kick. So John Reed brings his offense off the field on 4th and goal and kicks a chip shot field goal. And that now makes it 59-0. All Rome at this point. 59-0. That'll give us a chance to tell you about our friends at Baker Sports. Baker Sports and Pro Sports are proud to partner with ITG Next in sponsoring tonight's football game. In fact, Baker Sports and Pro Sports have been with us all season long, sponsoring our 2023 Games of the Week. From athletes to fans, Baker's has got your apparel and sporting equipment needs covered. Thank you all for enjoying Friday Night Lights with us tonight. And don't forget to call Baker's at 904 388 8126. Look out. Here's Etowah trying to break it out. 40, 50. Big return. And there's the biggest play of the night for Etowah. Cheerleaders over there finally having something to cheer about. Etowah has brought a fairly nice crowd over from Cherokee County. Senior night tonight here in Rome at Barron Stadium. And now we've got a personal foul penalty that's going to come at the end of that kick. So now you're looking at Etowah with their best field position of the night by far. They're going to be at Rome's 32, 1st and 10. See what Etowah can do something with it here. Best opportunity of the night by far for the Eagles to score. Handoff. First time we've seen this young man run the football. That's a good-looking athlete. Walker Hughes, he's a good-looking running back. Ran with some authority on that play, taking it for 2. It's cold here in Rome. Of course, it's cold if you're anywhere right now. 2nd down and 8 needed for Etowah. Etowah has got the ball. Quarterback trying to get out of the grass. It's fumbled. Referee now is going to say it's a forward incomplete pass. Jack Strickland was brought down, but referee said he threw the football, so count it as an incomplete or either the ball is going to be down. Now they'll say that he was down. Knee was down. Either way, Etowah will retain possession. But they're going backwards. 3rd down and long now for the Eagles. 3 receivers far side. It'll be a passing situation. Snap. Strickland looks, steps up, throws. It was complete, but off the hands of the intended receiver. So Etowah, 4th down, and I'm sure that Matt Kemper is going to go for it. All right, here's Etowah now. 10 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. They may let the clock run. Nope, they'll snap it. Throws, far side, complete. Receiver on his feet, but he's going to come up short of the first down. So Rome's going to take over once again. So after what was a nice kick return from Etowah and then a penalty on top of the play, it's still going to turn into no points for Etowah as they'll turn it over on downs, and Rome's going to take over. And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter with a running clock here tonight at Barron Stadium. As we go to the 3rd quarter, it's all Rome, 59-0. Rome leads it. All right, so I'm going to ask for you guys to help me with the Baker Sports Player of the Game. I guess with Rome, got quite a few players you could choose from, right? And for Etowah, I would say Jack Strickland, to this point, has done quite the job. But what do you guys think about Rome and our player of the game? Give me some of your thoughts on your player of the game for the Rome Wolves. Player of the game for Rome, who you think it should be? As we hear the Rome Wolf howling in the background, we go to the 4th quarter of play. I'm Phil Jones, your host, play-by-play man tonight for our season finale here in 2023. Tackle made right away out there. Going to bring up second down. He lost about a half a yard. So we saw Reese Fountain exit the game pretty early after the huge Rome lead. And ever since the second quarter, early in the second quarter, we've seen Moss Tant in there. Third down and short for the Wolves. Wolves have not had to punt tonight. Will they finally punt it here? Let's see. Snap. Complete. Should be enough for a first down, and it will be. Needed 4, he got 5 yards. Little just button hook route. And it's a completed pass. So that's the holder, the big tight end that caught that one, number 17, Corey Garda. Running play right up the middle, not much. It's 59-0. Rome leads it. There's my man, Obadiah Farley. What's up? Obadiah Farley is checking out the game. Obadiah Farley is watching the game. What's up, Obadiah? He is Thomas County Central's #1 fan. Looking at scores coming in from around the area. North Gwinnett 28, Norcross 27. Watch that one. Coffee 17-5 on Ware. Lowndes 20-14 on Camden. Nice tackle that time from number 51 for Etowah, Jackson Smith. Again, first round of the GHSA state playoffs will begin next week. Going to be some good games. Obadiah Farley is the #1 fan for Thomas County Central, and his team is rolling tonight. And Thomas County Central could be a team to watch in this Class 6A as we go into the playoffs for sure. There's another touchdown for the Wolves. $65-0. This game is eerily similar to last year's game, which ended in a 66-3 Wolves win. No good on the extra point. No good. John Reed of the Rome Wolves. What a job he has done to bring this program into state recognition and one of the top programs in Class 6A. They're going to be going to the playoffs, of course. They're going to be your region champs for the second year in a row, coming out of 6A. All Wolves tonight. Clock continues to run. We've had a running clock this second half. 65 to nothing. 65 to nothing is your score here at Barron Stadium in Rome. We apologize for the errors that we had, the technical problems we had earlier on Facebook. We certainly do apologize for that. And here's Rome going to kick it off as we wind down into the final minutes of the game. High end over end kick, taking it to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Still on his feet. All right, so what do you guys think about the player of the game? Anybody? Anybody? Player of the game, what do you think? For the player of the game, I am going to give it to let's see here. Who am I going to give it to? For Etowah, I'm going to give it to I'll give it to Jack Strickland, the quarterback. He's done his part tonight. And for the Rome Wolves, I'm torn between Javarius McDermott and DK Daniel. Does anybody want to try to break the tie? What do you guys think? Player of the game for the Rome Wolves. A new quarterback in the game now for the Rome Wolves. I'm sorry, new quarterback in there for Etowah. Wolves, Eagles, this late, it's kind of getting mixed together. All right, handoff, fumble. There's a fumble. Fumble on the play, and Rome has recovered. There's a fumble. The young quarterback in there coughed it up. Zeke Douglas, the freshman, fumbled it, and Rome is going to recover. And right now, it's all going downhill for Etowah. Of course, it's really been going downhill for them all game, I guess you could say. So Rome will go back on offense now with a very comfortable lead. Now there's a fumble here. They're going to pick it up. Another fumble, but it's going to go out of bounds. So some sloppy play. They were fumbling, bumbling, stumbling. They're going to actually rule that incomplete. So on that play, Moss Tant, who came in early for Reese Fountain, fumbled it, picked it up, was running to the far side. It was knocked out of his hands, and it was rolling along the ground. And it's going to go, though, as an incomplete pass once he picked it up and tried to get rid of it. 2 minutes to go in the game. Moss Tant is going to be sacked. Nice play that time from Etowah's Grant Griffith. All right, so the player of the game for the Rome Wolves, I'm going to give it to Javarius McDermott. Javarius McDermott, player of the game. He and Jack Strickland will each get a brand new set of shoulder pads. From our friends at Baker Sports. $109, 108, 107, 106, 105 left to go in the game. Rome trying to eclipse the 70 mark. Get it to the 10-yard line. Final countdown sounds on the PA system, 35 seconds. The only question here, Rome is going to take a knee, and that's the classy thing to do. And that's going to be the last play of the game, or at least it should be. We have enjoyed our season-long ITG Next Game of the week, guys. I want to thank everybody for being with us all season long, including tonight's season finale that has seen the Rome Wolves dominate the Etowah Eagles tonight by a final score of 65-0. We want to thank Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance and Baker Sports and Pro Sports for sponsoring tonight's game, as well as our entire 2023 season of the week games of the week. We've had some great ones. We've brought you guys some great football talent, some great games this year. And tonight it all comes to an end, but there's more football left to be played, and there's a lot more football coverage to come your way here on ITG Next. So be sure to follow us, itgnext.com, ITG Next on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of our social media platforms. Check us out, ITG Next. Again, your final score tonight, 65-0. For Sean Perry, I'm Phil Jones. Thanks so much for joining us tonight and all season long. You guys have a great night, great weekend, and enjoy the rest of your high school football season.